Last time we spoke with Klasia, who gave us some very interesting info regarding the Hardy Boys and the mistruths that they've been giving us. So we need to go in and confront them. We also eventually need to go back and talk to Klasia, but we need to give her a moment to collect herself because, you know, she's still upset about it, obviously. That makes sense. Then other stuff, but we'll see what we're going to do after the big one. Titus?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Let's see. I want to talk about the hanging again. Let's go over the rape victim again. Glacia said she wasn't raped. Now, she didn't tell us not to, say that, did she? She said that they wanted her to say it. But I don't think that she actually told me not to mention it to them. Alright, let's go with that. Glacia said she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Oh, jeez.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
He literally just said that. You can't come in and say "for the record" whenever he just said that exact same thing. I'm looking at the words right here on my screen, Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
Yeah, you tell her.
He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
I don't know. It sounds like you don't have any idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Uh-huh.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Crazy? What are you talking about? I did think that, yes, she's a little crazy. Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I didn't push. She told me this.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer.
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy!
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Was that her authority check?
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
So she works immediately for Everard. She's not just like some local lawyer who hates people from the outside. She is just like, all right, she's like a little lapdog for Everard.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Did you torture him into saying it?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
I really think that they probably, if they got it on tape, then either this tape is faked somehow, or they had him confess under duress. Why should I listen to the tape? You lied to me. What's on the tape? Where did you get this tape? Where can I listen to it? Yeah, why should I listen? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
You guys have been lying to me.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
All right, so what's on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the Doorgunner Megamix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Now that is intriguing. You had me at Doorgunner.
This isn't art. This is some poor guy being like tortured into a confession. Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged her and then sent her to go, what, be raped by him?
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Actually, there are numerous degrees you can get in signals intelligence.
Yeah, like you have one. Smart ass.
He looks to his left. There's a beer there that he forgot. So you bugged them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Sounds like you're talking around it.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Swing lessons. What, they went out to get dancing lessons?
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Oh, swing. Like swinging from the tree, I see. Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work, then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
So it's not bugged.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
So wait, if Fat Angus was in there just writing down all the things that are being said, that's not really a bug. And what's on the tape then? Is it just someone reading back the ledger of what was said?
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Oh, I guess it would be there was a bug in the room, and he was in another room listening to the bug. But still then, if he's writing it down, why is there a tape? Alright, we're gonna listen to it.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room. Why are you guys all... whatever.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Thank you, Kim.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too big.
Oh, right. Alright, back to it.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Alright, let's go. So I guess I could go check my room. Though, yeah, I really don't think that is going to be a usable tape player. Don't happen to have one in your room, do you, Kim? God. Get this garbage.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called Le Mercier. Their logo depicts the triple-towered Delta skyline. It was supposedly built to last.
Well, we see how that went. It didn't survive Hurricane
There's no
Harry.
fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah. Any
My
ideas?
kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Yeah, I guess a pawn shop would be a good place to start. Do I ever get to go into Kim's room? I want to see what he's got. It's probably very Spartan. Liz. Have I paid for tomorrow's stay? Because I only have 6 real on me. And if I have to buy a tape deck, I don't know if I can buy one for 6. Who are these people? You know what? I'll get to you in a minute. Roy, it's been some time. Roy.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
Oh, right, the boombox. Okay. Just all that up there,
The boomboxes
yeah.
wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Can I get a discount? They have half of what you're asking.
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
But come on. Come on. Your old pal Harry?
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
Oh, conceptualization. Coming in clutch.
Careful. You can only do this once.
So fair enough, 12 it is. How does 10 sound? Let's make it 8. I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the Doorgunner Megamix here. It's an era-defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop.
That actually worked, too. Oh, you did it. Conceptualization. Thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the
And
boombox.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Let's check it out, I guess. See the tool. Actually, first I'll look at the tape itself. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy, it supposedly holds a recording of the mercenary task force radio communications recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly, not that loud either. Looks cool, though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. It does sit on the shoulder. So now what? I just,
The
interact?
quarter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
Well, let's listen. Let's find out whatever this crap is. Play the tape.
Push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This is your experimental tape here, Roy.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Glad that you know that. I had no idea. I just thought that was like something screwing up on the tape.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
So he says he would do it. That doesn't mean that he did it.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
He doesn't say past tense raped. He says future tense, I will fucking do them all in. And then assumedly I will, and then rape. So
the lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal reel. The tape stops spinning.
Yeah, a couple of questions here. So we had Cordy. Gonna run a room, Cordy. Was Cordy someone that he was, like, working with? Or a friend? Well, was that at the end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you
It
think?
seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He did say he's going to do it, but going to do it. He sounded alright, just letting off steam. You know, he did sound like he was probably drunk.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You are familiar with the look now. It's his look of suspicions. So, who is
One
Cordy?
of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
Okay, so that's what I thought. Kohoi. So what was Kohoi up here? Kohoi style. So he's talking about raping the disco dancer, and then he says he'll do it Kohoi style.
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
I see.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
Do you think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like... It doesn't seem like he was saying specifically what happened there, just kind of like, you know... It'd be like saying, going medieval on someone's ass, you know? You weren't there in the medieval times. It's just a saying, I think.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Mm-hmm. What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
I don't know if it necessarily contradicts, because he didn't say he did it.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Wait, can we, like, actually listen to the music? That'd be cool. Just walk around with this boombox on my shoulder. Wait, didn't, is this the music I'm listening to? Wait, if I take this off, does the music stop? It does. Also, didn't this guy have... Oh no, he's selling shoes. I asked him about his radio, but he wouldn't sell it. Can I talk to any of these guys? Oh, hey, they left a bottle over here. Gentlemen. Morning. Well, maybe also Claudia has had a moment to collect herself by now. Pick up that? That's probably not a bottle, is it? No. Also, I didn't realize this bench was interactable.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Oh, you want to sit with
you
me,
can
Kim?
revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Ah. But as long as Kim's with you, you have to stay busy. You can't just stop somewhere and waste time. I mean, you are wasting time in many cases, but you can't just like sit down and do nothing. Glacia.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Oh. Let's see. So-called assault. It's a white check. My volition is 2. Is that because I've got 2 points? Yeah, I've got 2 points in it. Damage. Oh, if you actually have damage taken, then you get a minus. Oh, I did not realize that. Should I then? Maybe I should take a. Is that? Yeah, that brings me back up to 3. Okay. Still, only 8%. Oh, I mean, it's a white check, but I don't think there's any way I'll be able to try this at any higher of a rate than that. And probably I should try these other. I wonder if talking to her about her drugs would give me any points in that. Talk about your room again. You have quite the I kind of don't want to say it, but you know what? All right. You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachon, but you should still reprimand her.
It's quite impressive. Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss.
What did you say?
You heard what I said. Narcomania is a serious issue. Nothing to scoff at, miss.
Oh my god. Now it's turning into narcomania. It's got to be serious if it's 2 words. I'm sorry.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide. That's all as far as that goes, then. Preptide was the one that is basically speed, right?
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Oh, like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
The collection includes Nacra.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
That's as far as that goes,
Very
then.
funky.
Other questions?
All right.
What else was there on the assault that I could ask?
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
I don't know how that is. I honestly cannot say that I know how that is.
Do you?
Oh. I don't. Actually, I don't.
Maybe you don't.
I guess because Half-Light came in, I guess it has to do with drugs. Oh no, electrochemistry. What was Half-Light? Oh, threatening. Well, I failed it anyway.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay then, no one deserves to be raped. Sexual assault is a serious matter. I need a serious statement. Sounds like something happened, you don't want to acknowledge it. She doesn't seem very upset about the rape part. More just that the guy's dead. I mean, that obviously that would be upsetting, but I assume she was on drugs the whole time. She did tell us she's been doing a lot of drugs, so maybe she didn't necessarily say yes to it, but it happened. And that would technically be a rape. Lieutenant, I don't know what to say about this.
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officers. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
Well, I don't know. All right,
How about
conclude.
we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Still at 8%. We didn't get anything else from that. All right, Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intentions to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yes. Well, actually, he said, what was it, Hokoi, something to that effect, yes.
The phrase was used.
The lieutenant checks his notes and nods.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yeah. Yes. Kohoi was
He
mentioned.
wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Lily. Although, does she know who... What was the person's name? Cordy?
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Well, we've at least confirmed that there was no rape. And the guy, yeah, it's just... He was just talking. So it's like I was saying, he may have said he was going to do things, but he didn't say he did them. And he's just like, yeah, okay. Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Okay, so he was Lely. The way she was talking up here... Okay, she did say Lely's punchlines. The way I read it, or I was hearing it in my head, or hearing her say it, or, you know, whatever. I was taking it as in that was a friend of his. Like that, there was Cordy and Lely, and then the guy. Alright, she called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Oh yeah, we can ask her about the tattoo. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
So is the full name of the country Oranjenrijk?
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
Okay, as someone who was in the military himself, you don't necessarily need to have a love of a country. A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person, a small platoon leader, certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Moindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together, in loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
Wait, it wasn't this... Yeah, he said 50, and then I said 42.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts.
Should I dig a little more into that? It's still about getting hits, right? And not missing. Oh god, if I say that, then he's gonna be like, yeah, like you missed with the gun. I'll give him that one. All right.
That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we?
Okay, he doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
He's lying.
Ah! His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Wasn't very beautiful and soft on the recording.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Brilliantine. Never heard of that. I guess it's an in-universe thing. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
She leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
And you were the woman in this.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Would it be that love did him in? Or could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me. This is... Oh, we're referencing the dream, huh?
That's not funny, officer.
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
Right, hand back the notes.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip of notes, or puts back in his notes. Puts the slip back in. Wait. The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes. Okay. I was reading slip as a verb for some reason. Okay, and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
All right, 8%, and I didn't get any pluses.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry, we will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified.
We gotta go through everyone?
Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Avert your eyes.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Well, I won't be able to do that one because I'm not going to be able to get more volition. All right, later.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
You made the right call there. It feels good. Pure.
About what?
I'm talking about your zero-tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Powerful stance. Would you like to take it up a notch? Would you like to become an anti-narcomania zealot?
I guess the only choice I've got is I am pure and steadfast, totally uncorrupted by narco.
Yes, you're pure. Unravaged by narco. Of course, it's pretty obvious you've done a lot of drugs in the past, and will probably do more in the future. But that doesn't matter.
You're right. I can't think of any objections.
Of course not. You've always been anti-narco militant material. You kept her off a dark course with that interjection. Are you ready to save lives?
I don't... I don't know about this. This sounds like war on drugs kind of stuff. And I mean, I don't want Harry to do drugs, but she seems alright. Whatever. I'm gonna pussy out at the last moment like a degenerate. Although I guess this just gives me the thought that I could potentially take, right? I don't have to take it. Alright, give it to me. Whatever. Let's save lives.
That's good to hear.
Oh, I just said that out loud. I'm ready to start saving lives. Thought gained opioid receptor antagonist. And the lieutenant acknowledges your strange mumbling. He does not have any narcotics visibly on him as he says it. Good.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Is this gonna say something about me, like looking in the mirror? Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going.
See, I knew it.
45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am? Although he wasn't very good at finding an age. He said 50 for the other guy. Miss, how old do you think I am?
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. 40? I was like 9 when OO peaked. That was what, 19 years ago? I liked them when I was 9. You couldn't have liked it when you were 40. Let's say you were 20-something. 25. A good disco age. 25 plus 19 is 44. I'm gonna say you're 44.
Wow.
I guess just go with logic. Wow.
Yeah. I have a university degree, you know?
44, I'm young.
Absolutely. Age is just a number, man.
Yes, miss, but for him that number is 56.
Oh, Kim.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
The date of birth generator. Laboratorium. I do have a point, right? Yeah, I've got to level up down there. And since I can fail any check and still beat the game, it might be worth picking up some more of the thoughts. So we got opioid receptor antagonist. -2 electrochemistry. You can see it so clearly in a dark alley behind a boîte de nuit, I think? Is that how you say that? A young couple is having sex on a shopping cart. Their eyes are bloodshot and their brains fried. They are in the throes of narcomania. On the top floor of an office building, a young exec takes a drag from a short spliff, and his eyes roll to the back of his skull. He, too, is a narcomaniac. Someone needs to take a stand. The world needs a narc. The world needs you. Don't worry, you can still drink and smoke. Those aren't real drugs. Date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. Both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century, but for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Alright. Let's unlock. Sure. Let's get a... Oh, there's no temporary bonuses. Internalize it. Date of birth generator. Let's go. Is there anything else out here? No. Okay. Need to go back down and talk to Titus. Really getting some run around here. Everybody's telling different things. And Titus is so sure that we're going to listen to the tape and believe him. But then she tells us 100% she was not raped.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So I talked to Klasia about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
What you just whatever.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Okay. That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold. Okay, so the fucking fucker was aimed at her, but he said he gave us gold on the tape. Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff. It didn't prove anything. Didn't change her mind. It was bad, or she pretty much laughed it off. So I'm between locker room talk and laughed it off. Though I don't really like the phrase locker room talk. Maybe I'll go with she pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
It didn't come as a surprise to her. She definitely wasn't scared. I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole doorgunning thing. I kind of like this one. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. What really happened? So rhetoric's suggesting that I don't say all of these, which is good because I would have gone through them all. I think the first one, though. Although this one also works. Maybe they thought something of her and she didn't turn into that. I don't think it's that one. I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
So it did, rhetoric does say, we don't have to say everything out loud. Do I want to also say maybe she isn't who you thought she was? Actually, maybe I'll just go right along. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back and forth between you. I can see you're tired too. Why don't you just...
He's not gonna like it.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There's silence in the room. Elen starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
I think this is probably the last thing you guys need.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Oh, can I put any more points into rhetoric? I can. I've got a lot that I could throw into rhetoric. So I could come back. Oh, because we pushed him on the tape. Alright, it's only 17%, but maybe I can pass this one. If not, then I'll come back when I've got some more rhetoric points.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Oh no, I just looked down and saw the last one. I'm gonna need your gun again. You guys are always telling me they're good, and then they aren't. Okay, man, it's clear you're being played by a fiddle. I know what's going on here. I've been wronged too. I got this fucking dark shadow over my heart. Oh, it'll kind of get dark there. He's gonna talk about his ex-wife. Same thing happened to my friend Gart over there. A chick tried to make him part of her cock herself. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Kim. Do not know. Okay. You guys are always telling me they're good, and then they aren't. What does that mean? You know what? Fine.
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold.
Oh, right.
You can
Rhetoric.
trust me.
Rhetoric is telling me. Can I? Those all look really bad.
Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then. Come on. Everyone's waiting. Where are they? Whatever. Just do the fiddle thing, sire. It'll be artistic. And if you've already done it, do it again.
Alright, Trauma says this is going to be the least bad then. Alright. Fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle. Grin sagely. 'Tis pity she's a whore. Perform a dramatic finale on the imaginary fiddle. The hunter becomes the hunted. You promised there would be good options. Where are they?
Oh, you want more good options? Here we go. So good.
I mean, your sweet little plaything. Titus Pussy Boy. You and I both know where this is going. You think? Good lord, what is happening to me? You know what? Let's just try one, I guess. Who do you think?
I think you're losing it, Fiddle Man.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away. It's that simple.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
Alright, let's go. So I'm pretty close to a level up. I can throw a point into rhetoric and come back. So what do we have up next for things to do? Get the whole story from Titus. But for that, I guess we have to pass the rhetoric check. So we'll focus on getting a point next time then, so we can throw it into rhetoric and maybe try it again. Maybe do a little more fiddling. Probably going to end up doing more fiddling. Find the husband. Send off the body. Not yet. What was it? To check the body. Oh, perception. I also need that. And I have 5 perception. Still need Joyce's info on the lynching. What was it that we needed to... Oh, we gotta find the badge. God, Where am I gonna find the badge? We gotta wait on that one. We can't go to the fishing village yet, so we can't ask about the gloves. Anything about the badge? No. I was gonna say we have the boombox. We don't have the tape though, right? Well, can't do a whole lot at the moment. I guess I'll figure out next time what I'm gonna do, or if you guys have an idea of where I should go from here, then I'll do that next time. Though there's not anything to really do in here, so I'll head outside. And I'm also gonna need to get more magnesium. Well, next time we'll figure out what we're doing then. So, thank you for joining me on this back and forth between Titus and Klasia. We have made progress, though. We figured out quite a bit about who the guy was and everything, and that the rape did not happen, and that they've been lying, and they thought that they could get her to lie along with them. So, until next time, good night.